Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for happy hour. We are fastly approaching our 50th episode. This is our last one before and first episode. We're officially in Drinks on Us birthday month. I'm so emotionally happy and all the feels about our birthday month, Rye.
I cannot believe that we are here. Like, it's almost been a year of due. We've come so far, and also so much has changed in just a year. It's crazy.
Honestly, so much has changed, especially in our personal lives. But you know what? We have been so consistent with this despite what is even like around us. Think about how many backdrop and different places we filmed this every week. Isn't that kind of wild?
I know. I love how committed we are.
We are. We bring these lights and these marble tables everywhere.
This marble table has been places.
I love it. And we love you guys so much for being here. Obviously, we'll save like the gushiness for when it's actually 1 year. We like to get ahead of ourselves here. But this week, we kind of wanted to piggyback a little bit off of last week's episode. If you missed last week, number 48, I really recommend listening. It's a great listen for just focusing on the second half of the year. And I do have to call us out because some people are like, it's killing me that you're saying second half of the year, but we're already 1 month into the second half. But like, you get the point, you know?
Wait, what are they upset about?
That we're saying like last 6 months of the year, but there's only 5.
Oh, well, same thing, give or take.
Tomato.
Yeah.
We know, but we just feel like summer coming to an end is where you really focus on like regrouping.
Yeah,
right.
At least we do. I needed a big regroup. After last week's episode, I started a new book.
Oh, right. I'm proud of you. See, we're taking our own advice here. So sometimes the episodes are solely for us to hear.
Yeah. And it was actually, I went back to one of our posts on our Instagram and I took a recommendation from a do listener. I'm trying to fit it in before summer's over. It's called, oh gosh, what is it called? One Italian Summer. So It's like getting me ready for my Italy trip. And it's also a recommendation from a do listener. So I'm excited about it.
Wait,
it's good so far.
Yes, you need to do all the Italy inspired. You're kind of giving Italy today.
Oh, I forgot. I wanted to tell you this outfit is inspired by you. I bought these shorts from your link.
I love it. You look so cute.
Thanks. I'm feeling like a strawberry.
No, it's adorable. And I'm loving it, of course. So anyways, sorry, I got off on a tangent there. But basically, we wanted to piggyback off last week's episode. We were talking about resetting to focus on your goals and just getting clear on what you want the last part of this year to look like. Last half. Correct us, kill us if we say it wrong. But we wanted to give you guys 5 tangible habits, like not overwhelming, just 5 things that Riley and I feel can make a true difference in your day to day that could kind of like kickstart if you're in a funk or a lull or just kind of want to elevate your life. So we're going to chit chat. It'll be nice and easy on the brain. If you're type A, 5 easy tips and habits. So we're excited to get into that. But before we do, Rye, what do you have in your cup tonight?
Tonight, I'm drinking Olipop. So this cutie little can caught my eye in the store. It's the Olipop like Barbie edition. The flavor is peaches and cream. It's so adorable. I've got to be honest, it's about a 2 out of 10.
No, I was not expecting you to say that because Carrie, Ryan's sister, I always see the Barbie Olipop in the house.
I'm trying it again. It tastes like fake peach, and I don't like it. I'm Team Poppy.
We're so Poppy or bust.
But it looks cute, so I'm just going to keep it right here. I probably won't be sipping it too much.
Oh, well, I am on a totally different wavelength. I think I've made maybe possibly the best mocktail I've ever made in my life.
What? Tell us right now.
Well, I'm not going to spoil all of it because it's my new happy hour club recipe coming this week to Drinks on Us. But I was inspired by your latest happy hour club because it was a mocktail with benefits. And I thought, you know what? We work smarter, not harder here at Drinks on Us. And so in this beautiful thing, hopefully you guys are watching on YouTube so you can see it. See that?
Oh, wow. Yeah. It looks delish.
It has Armra in it. So we have a beneficial mocktail. I'll tell you guys the name of it, and that's all I'm giving you because you have to go to Drinks on Us. It's a berry beneficial mocktail.
Oh, I've got to make that. We're on the edge of our seats.
Oh, I'll tell you one more thing that's in it is my homemade blueberry syrup.
Yum. Wait, tell us about that. How did you make blueberry syrup?
Okay, so if you guys have been here and learned about Riley and I's experience in Rhode Island, I am so affected that we didn't go to this legendary coffee shop for blueberry lattes because it's haunting me on social media. It's like one of those places that you see in New York or California and you're like, I'm never going to get to go. Like we were there.
We literally passed it on the way in. We were like, that's cute.
So anyways, because I've been like liking them or at least watching them, my algorithm is people making blueberry lattes from home. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that myself. So it's really easy. I can totally post the recipe I followed. It was just blueberries, syrup, not syrup, blueberries, honey, sugar, and water. And then you just kind of simmer it and then you strain out like the rest of the blueberries and then you have it for like a couple weeks.
Sounds so good. Is it
so good?
It's like hitting the spot for your blueberry fix.
It's definitely hitting in this. I will say the latte looked better than it tasted. The worst.
Isn't that the worst?
It is the worst because, and I'm like, is it me or would I not actually like a blueberry latte? And I think it's me.
What do you mean?
You know how like sometimes you're like, oh, it just looks good, but it doesn't actually taste good. You know, like different things on the internet. Like I bet if I got it at Nitro, it would be incredible.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Maybe I'll try again. Play around with like the measurements.
I'm wondering if like they add more stuff to their blueberry syrup that makes it taste better.
Probably.
Or like a worse for you almond or oat milk.
Yeah. Well,
that makes a difference. But anyways, I made it work in our blueberry mocktail this week, so I can't be too angry.
So excited for Happy Hour Club. You guys have to follow our Instagram to follow along on our weekly Happy Hour Club segment. This is going to be a good one. I'm like so excited to see it.
Yeah, I highly recommend everyone make it. And I just like came up with it on the fly. I was very inspired by yours.
Wow. We love a mocktail with benefits.
We do. So tell me about your weekend.
I was just trying to rack my brain and think about what I even did this weekend. Do you remember?
I think you made sourdough cookies.
Oh, I did make sourdough
Tell
cookies.
us.
Okay, I'm in my sourdough era. Kate says we live in a sourdough factory, but they were so good. They were brown butter sourdough chocolate chip cookies. Phenomenal. So easy. I'm like not a baker, but I made them and they were so good.
You are a baker.
I'm a wannabe.
No, you're a baker.
Literally all I do is just follow directions.
But you're good at it.
Right now, I'm making a brown sugar cinnamon sourdough loaf. After we wrap filming, it's going in the oven and I hope it turns out good. I'm so excited.
Riley, you are on fire. No, I'm like so impressed because you're such a busy girl right now and you're not letting your sourdough journey be affected.
No, I'm really not. It's like once you start, I understand why people post about it 24/7 and why they're obsessed. Because once you start, it's like, now I'm obsessed. But I'm trying to limit my obsession on social.
No, people love it. You got to post it. I replied to Riley's picture of the cookies and I was like, I really wish we were neighbors.
I know. I wish that too.
Because I'm not like, I don't know why. I just like am intimidated to start my journey. So I just wish I could eat all the great stuff that you're making.
I think you should start the journey when you're ready, but it really, like, it's not hard. People make it out to seem very hard and it's really not.
I'm more just scared for getting it ready. Like once I have it going, it's just.
That was the hardest part.
Yeah.
I think I said that.
I'm definitely going to lean on you when I do start because I have heard that the like Utah recipe that like Ballerina Farms, hers is like a drier formula because she lives in a drier climate and that can affect some of your like proofing for like pizza dough or whatever the case may be because we try to make pizza dough here, but it just kind of will stick to the like coal fire or whatever the case may be. And someone was saying like, if you live in a very humid place, especially in the summer, following somewhere out west may not be the best. So have you been doing an East Coast, or are you Ballerina Farms?
No, I don't follow Ballerina Farms. I follow this woman's on Instagram. Her name is like Sourdough Mom or something. And I actually have tweaked a little bit. Like I noticed my one loaf was like the dough was a little bit more wet. So I did 5 less grams of water in my next loaf. So I think once you start doing it, you kind of understand it more, and then you can kind of tweak because another thing is the temperature of your house is so important. And as you guys know, Cade keeps our house like the Arctic tundra. So I literally have to put mine by a heater to like get it going. The starter.
No, he doesn't compromise for your starter.
Oh God, no.
Wait, did you rename your starter, or is she Willa?
Willa's the one I got, yeah.
So her name is still Willa. I didn't know if you renamed her.
No, what would I name her?
I don't know, like something cute, like Sally the Sourdough or something. I'm shocked. I feel like Cade would totally give her a name.
I'll ask him and I'll let you guys know what he says.
Yeah, make him name her this week. Okay, well, here's my commitment that when Ryan and I move into our new house, I'll start.
I think that's the perfect time. Like it also is like you use a lot of the kitchen, the area, so you wouldn't be in your own house. Yeah,
real messy.
Yeah, there's flour everywhere at all times.
Well, was that the highlight of your weekend? Because it was the highlight of mine watching yours.
Aw, that was so nice.
Seriously.
The highlight of my weekend was something that you already know, but I can't say yet.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'll tell you guys maybe next week.
Wait, really? Oh, okay.
It's probably not what everyone thinks.
Oh, yeah. But it is really freaking exciting. I hate when people do this, but we got to do what we got to do for the views.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys will know in the coming episodes what I'm talking about. But anyways, how's your weekend?
My weekend was great, other than the latter part of the weekend was filled with a tropical storm named Debbie. Deb is on my nerves.
Deb, wait, I have to say, earlier today, this tropical storm is storming everywhere. And Rose is just in her car sending a Snapchat. There's literally like her car is underwater pretty much. And she's Snapchatting, sending this video. And I was like, how did you make it home? Your car was a boat. It was chitty chitty bang bang.
Right. I kept turning it. I'm like, can you guys see this? I'm underwater. I just really wanted you guys to truly understand how much water I was dealing with. I just what could happen?
I don't know. Your car could get stuck and you could be in a flood and have to swim home.
No, I know. Actually, someone I heard did get stuck somewhere and they had to get a boat. I'm actually not kidding.
That's absolutely terrifying. But I feel like you're a true Floridian. Like you were just going about your errands, and I'm not kidding, guys. Like I could see the water through the window, the passenger window.
It was like the log jammer.
It was the log jammer. The water was splashing.
What's the Pittsburgh plunge?
That too.
When it all hits at the end. No, that was seriously, yeah. So I couldn't really leave the house today or yesterday, which was fine because we had the Olympics on, and I do want to chit chat about the Olympics a little bit. I know we talked about it last week, so we don't have to talk too long, but I do want to say, I was talking to Ryan about how bad I want him to go to Kennywood. Have you been to Has Cade ever been to Kennywood?
Wait, it's so funny you're saying this because literally last week or weekend, me and Kendall were like begging Cade. We're like, we've got to go to Kennywood with you. And he doesn't understand the hype of it.
I was going off explaining it to Ryan. I'm like, there's Lost Kennywood, and then we'd say meet here, and there's a jackrabbit ride, and it's because there's two bumps on the ride, and he was like, okay.
Wait, I feel like we had this same exact conversation because me and Kendall were like, yeah, we'll go on the Exterminator, then the Jackrabbit, then the Thunderbolt, then the Phantom's Revenge, and Cade was scared of all these names we were throwing out.
Wait, I did a 15-minute dissertation of why Ryan would love the Exterminator. I said, so you get in this bug machine, and that's your thing. I said, and then all of a sudden you get to the boiler room, and I was trying to explain it, and he's like, so Space Mountain at Disney World? I'm like, no, not at all. Not even close.
It's pitch black.
Yeah, I'm like, this is scary. And you
get cranked around.
Yeah, it's so fun. And I'm just I want him to experience that because it is. And then I was explaining to him how we would go as a school every year, the first day of summer. It's like so fun. Good for us.
Good for Penn Trafford. We would get our matching outfits when we were younger. And then it wasn't cool anymore to match your friends. But like, last day of school and then the day after, it was always Kennywood, no matter what.
No, it is such a great amusement park. And I decided that I would love to go to Kennywood, a Steelers game, like a nice fall trip, and get a funnel cake, the potato patch fries.
Oh my gosh, stop. Why does Kennywood have the best food? Deep fried Oreos.
Oh, the fudge.
The fudge.
No, they do have incredible food now that you say that. And the ice cream.
Unreal. I've got to get my butt to Kennywood.
Yeah, right. You really do. Like, if not, I'm going to head over there. I'll do a nice plane ride.
What else was Ryan saying? Was he so confused about the Exterminator?
He was like, is it like Busch Gardens? Is it like Disney? I'm like, no, it's not. It's literally not. We grew up so different. I can't even explain it. I'm like, I was trying to explain why I love the wooden roller coasters, and he was like, oh, I hate the wooden ones. I'm like, no, you just don't get it. You're just nostalgic.
Wait, did you explain to him what it means when you say Kennywood's open?
No, I'll tell him after. Shoot,
you gotta tell him.
I really want to go to Kennywood.
Okay, well, let's plan a trip to Kennywood.
Seriously.
What's stopping us?
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Things.
Yeah, a lot of things are, but that would be such a fun double date.
It would be so fun.
Well, we can always do it. Yeah, we'll make it happen. I'm just like thinking about it. When's the last time you went?
Probably high school.
Oh my gosh, you have to go.
I know. I feel like it's changed a lot. Hopefully it's still like as nostalgic as we remember.
I know. I hope it's like still safe.
I don't know.
That would be a bummer.
I know.
Well, anyways, that's so weird that we were both really thinking about Kennywood.
So crazy. We have the same brain, I actually swear.
Yeah, I do too. But just wanted to get your take on gymnastics at the Olympics coming to an end.
Okay, I'm sad. I haven't been able to watch as much live as I would have liked to, but like the anticipation of watching live is nuts. Imagine the pressure these girls feel that they have to go out there and hit their routine absolutely perfect. And there's millions of people watching. Like, I couldn't handle it sitting on my couch watching. I can't imagine being the actual person performing the routine. It's crazy. Especially,
well, all the apparatuses, but beam. Like, I feel like that apparatus or that rotation is strictly a mind game.
Yeah. Totally.
Like, if you are not like confident in your mind, it's like you can overthink everything.
The part that was so like crazy to me is you get 60 seconds to warm up. Everyone's
30.
watching. 30?
30. Literally, Suni jumped on the beam, and I've never seen a human move faster in my life. She's like front aerial, layout, step out, jump turn, wolf spin. I'm like, oh my gosh, that gave me so much anxiety.
Yeah, like imagine doing your warm-ups. Everyone's watching you. If you mess up, you don't have time to try again. And then you just have to go and hope it works out. But like in your mind, you're thinking, oh, I just messed that up in warm-ups. Am I going to hit it on the floor for the actual thing?
I know.
It's this like the mental capacity these girls and all Olympians have to have is so wild. Like it's amazing.
It's so impressive. I just like give them so much credit. And I feel like they were all in a great place mentally and like have gotten to a place where they can be more appreciative for it, because the last Olympics I feel like was just tough with like no fans. Like I think they just were more proud of even, not even hitting. I know almost everyone hit the podium on everything we did, but I'm just saying I feel like they didn't let a mistake kind of like encompass their Olympics, which I was like impressed by, because I'm sure it's hard to not think about the one thing you did bad versus all the things you did good.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. So
you've been able to watch it live a lot more. Like, are you having so much fun?
I have been watching it live and totally been giving Riley the rundown, because it isn't the same once you know what the outcome is. So I'm like, I'm just going to put it on, and I say like, oh, I'll do it while I work, but then I end up watching the whole thing and then not focusing on work at all. So it's kind of bad. So I'm glad gymnastics is ending, because I need to like focus.
I know. Gymnastics is the best. When was today the last day?
Today was the last day. And I just have to ask your take. So the next Summer Olympics is in Los Angeles, home.
Mm-hmm.
Is Simone and Suni coming back?
I feel like Simone won't come back, but Suni will.
That's what my gut is.
Like, she's going to, if Simone doesn't come back, she'll have one out on top. I mean, she's the best gymnast in the world, and she probably still would be when LA Olympics come along. But like, she's married. She probably wants to, like, I don't know, start
just
a family.
Like move on. Yeah, I know, because that is a long time. The only thing is, I'm sure it being home is like a tiny bit tempting for her, but I agree with you. Like, she's on top. She's in her peak. Like, she's 27. She's married. Now she can kind of like not move on, but like start the next chapter of her life.
Yeah.
But her and Suni took 2 years off, or Suni didn't mean to, but like her like sickness.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, they could take a couple years off and then get the itch again. And
I know.
Do it in a year.
Right. I feel like I could see them doing that as well. It might just be like a game time decision.
Yeah, I know. Like, and seeing who's up on who's coming up, the new girls, if it's like worth them to be the old dogs, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not that Suni won't really. She's only 21. So what, she'd be 25. That's not that old.
It's crazy. She's so young. Wait, tell everyone what you told me about that interview with Simone.
Oh my gosh. Whenever you said you needed to find it, I tried to find it on TikTok and I haven't had any luck, but I'm sure it will circulate and I'll send it to you. You guys. So after I think the maybe vault or something, Simone had said, like, stop asking Olympic athletes once they're done or once they've hit the medal, like once they've hit the podium, if they're coming back or like what's next for them. And so she this went on social media. Then the next day she finished. So today she finished, and the poor interview girl, her boss or the network was forcing her to ask this question. And so she was like leading up to asking it. And Simone was like, don't ask that question, like with like a laugh. And the girl's like, I'm not asking that question. I'm just asking. And basically said, like, what are you doing next? Or like, what's next for Simone? And she said, nothing, relax. Riley, I could have melted into the ground. I was so uncomfortable. Like, not even that she shouldn't have said that. Like, I'm proud that she had the like courage to say that. But oh my God, it was so awkward. Like, and then it just cut.
Oh, wait, so they didn't even show you what the interviewer said next?
No, nothing.
Oh my God.
It was so, or maybe she was like, okay, thank you. Like, enjoy your medal or something. It was so uncomfortable. And like, when you're just like so flushed that for like watching an interaction, that it makes you embarrassed and you're not even a part of it. Like, I just felt bad for the lady. She shouldn't have asked it, but I'm almost positive that she did not want to, but how producing goes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's so cringe, but good for Simone.
No, good for Simone, but she should have just been like, to watch my husband play football, like football season. But I guess she's trying to kind of like use her platform to.
She has been a little sassy.
No, she definitely has. And I feel like maybe some of it is stemming from like thinking those comments can affect people's mental health or like their worth outside of their sport. So maybe she's trying to kind of like leave her footprint on that, because that's like what her kind of image is. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the Olympics is so fun. I love just watching any event that's on the TV. But yeah, gymnastics is my favorite. I'm sad it's over. We'll see you in 4 years. I know. And if that was our last time seeing Simone, like, that's kind of bittersweet. Crazy. I just really want USA to come out on top, not only with medal count. Obviously, I feel like we'll hit medal count because we have the most athletes, but most golds. We were tied yesterday with China. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. And then the day before, we were like 3 or 4 golds behind China. Wow. So we need USA to come out on top with the gold. I think we will. We will. So anyways, enough chitty chat. What's in your cart? Oh, yeah. My cart, it's a good one this week, but sorry, I forgot what was in my cart. Okay, so I said it's such a good one. I forget.
I know. I'm like, wait, I'm lost.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about two things I got from Skims recently. So I already had the jammies that were long sleeve and long pants, which I really love, but they were having a sale not too long ago, and I ended up getting a super cute set with the boxer shorts and a matching tank top.
Oh,
and it makes me feel so put together when I have it on to go to sleep. Like, it's so adorable. It has little flowers on it. And I actually really like the fit.
Wait, is it tight compression boxers?
It's tight, but I got a medium and they're not like squeezing me. They're very comfortable. They're like a little bit loose at the waist, but like it's really cute.
Oh, it sounds adorable. I can't wait to see it on the page. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll screenshot and link. And then I also got the Fits Everybody bra just because I have literally like one bra that I wear every single day. And like I needed some options. That one was getting beat up. So I love the Fits Everybody bra.
Wait, tell me, is that one? I know the t-shirt bra from Skims is really popular. What is the Fits Everyone? Is it wired or is it, what's the vibe of the bra?
It's kind of like a t-shirt bra.
Okay.
It might be the one you're thinking of, but it's very comfortable and form-fitting. The straps don't fall down on my arms. I'm so happy with the quality. And so I'm going to link those in case you were considering. I think it's so worth the money. And I did get it on sale. So it was like great price when I got it.
Wait, so when do you gravitate towards wearing that bra? Like just any shirt or kind of like tight shirts, or is it just kind of a mixed match for you?
Really any shirt. It's an everyday bra.
Okay. I still haven't pulled the trigger on the bra, so I'm very into this.
I would say compare pricing. I don't know off the top of my head which is more, but I think the Waycole or the Skims both are like on the same quality for me.
Same quality. I do like the Waycole. I've literally had it in my cart for months. I don't know why I haven't bought it, but I like that it's strapless or you can put the straps on.
Yeah, that's one thing the Skims bra doesn't have. It's always straps.
But I also like the idea of when I'm wearing like tight t-shirts or like compression shirts, a bra that doesn't have all the wiring because it just kind of looks clunky under your bra or under your shirt.
Yeah, this one's definitely, the Skims is less wiring. It's more like smooth form fitting.
I'll get both.
Okay, perfect. Case closed. And then lastly, I wanted to talk about, so I recently, not every night, but sometimes I take magnesium pills before bed. And it's great because one, it helps me fall asleep like really fast. It really relaxes me. And I will link the ones that I've been taking are from JS Health. And I just have really been liking adding that to my nighttime routine along with like reading. Elevates the nighttime routine.
That will tie into one of our habits.
Yes, I know. I agree. Goes well with the episode.
If you have a trouble shutting off your brain or like trouble sleeping, and not even trouble, but magnesium has so many health benefits too. Yeah.
I agree. A lot of people were making that like sleepy time magnesium drink, but I kind of just like the pill form. You just take 2 and swallow it. So
sometimes you don't want to do a whole drink at the end of the night.
Right. Exactly. Like totally agree. But what's in your cart?
Okay. So my cart is a little all over the place. I think I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I ran out of my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, which is kind of how I start my makeup. And I haven't been missing it necessarily, but sometimes I feel like I need something before my double wear. I forgot the name of it for a second. So I think I'm going to try the e.l.f. Halo dupe.
I've heard good things. I've never tried it.
I have too, and it's just so much more affordable. And I wasn't like in love with the Charlotte Tilbury. I kind of just got it because it was all the rage. So I figured I'll try the e.l.f. one. And yeah, so I'm gonna get that. And then this is so random, but I saw one of our favorite. I guess you would call her an influencer. I'll tell you, but I don't want it to. Well. I don't want to say her name, but I know you know who it is. She was doing a little hair tutorial of like when your hair is dirty after the gym, but you don't want to wash it. And she was saying she uses the Day dry shampoo and it comes with like a little brush.
Oh.
And it's like a clean dry shampoo. And so what she does is she puts in the dry shampoo. I'm not sure the if it's like a powder or if it's an aerosol. So maybe that's why it's like a little like almost like makeup brush, and it just kind of like helps you put it through your roots.
Wow.
And then she blow dries it. So it basically just like takes care of her roots, and that helps her not wash her hair for like the 5 to 7 days. And I was kind of very sold because I like Day products. I haven't tried their dry shampoo, so I thought maybe I would.
I don't think I've tried anything Day, but everyone loves their products. And speaking of Day, so my new hairdresser, she's so cute. She recently posted a story trying that Day product that you brought up a couple episodes ago, the little comb for flyaways. She was like, she just bought it. She was trying it for the first time, and it literally was a miracle worker. Like, it sold me.
Oh, I want to get it so bad. So maybe I'll just do like a whole little Day reset. I think you would love their products, and they're like so girly.
So girly. I love the color.
Yeah. So I thought I would try that because I am out of dry shampoo. So I'm kind of like, should I try something new? It's always a little bit of risk. Okay. And then the last thing kind of goes hand in hand with your bra. Maybe I should go the Skims route, but I feel like my sports bras are just old. Like they're just like old Adidas ones from like college or like after, and they just have like no support and like TMI, but they, even if I'm wearing a tight shirt, like sometimes you can still see my nipples through. I'm like, this is embarrassing to wear like a tight shirt and at the gym, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what kind of sports bras are girls wearing?
I don't know. I have like 3 Lululemon ones that I rotate because they're my favorite. But wait, speaking of that really quick, and speaking of Skims, would you ever buy the bra that has built-in nipples?
No, because I need no help in that department.
I want to know, why are people buying that?
I don't know. It's like some weird trend that some people are in. It's like, I don't get it, but I like love the idea of wearing, because I'm not like a crop top girly at the gym, but I would wear a tight t-shirt that is full length with like leggings or shorts, but I can't find the right sports bra underneath. So I really need help from the Do Crew. I mean, maybe Lulu, I guess.
Yeah, Lulu's good quality, but I feel like there's so many brands out there now that I'm sure someone has a recommendation that's like maybe even better than Lulu.
Yeah. So if you guys have any recs, especially if there's a good one that doesn't break the bank, that would be awesome. But I'm willing to invest because it's an everyday type of product. So that's my cart.
Well, that was a great cart. Before we get into the main segment, I want to let you guys know that this episode is brought to you by Trumi. Maximize your day by adding Trumi Wellness Gummies to your daily routine. We love Trumi Gummies because they are formulated with a curated selection of natural ingredients for superior wellness benefits. Trumi offers a wide range of gummies, including sleep, shine, focus, calm, and more. These delicious gummies taste like a treat and are designed to help you conquer your day, or as we say here at Do, conquer your brain dump. We've worked out a special offer for our audience. Receive 30% off of your Trumi order. Go to Trumi.com, enter code DO30 at checkout to get 30% off. That's TROOMY.com and enter code DOU30. Absolutely love Trumi, and I have to say that combined with magnesium, like out like a light, the sleep gummies.
Oh, I'm such a fan. And it's one of those little joys that gets you through your day. You can have it in the morning, the afternoon, the night. I don't know. Sometimes I just need a little pick me up throughout the day. And I'm like, oh, Trumi.
Yes, pick me up too. Reminds me, I keep the focus ones on my desk. And so if I find myself like mindlessly, like I need to zero in on something I'm working on, I just pop 2 Trumi gummies in and work like a bee, like a busy bee.
Busy bee. I find myself gravitating in the afternoon, not to the focus, but to the calm, because sometimes after I work out and then I have like caffeine, sometimes I'm like all over the place. And like, when you like drink too much caffeine and your heart starts like beating out of your chest, and calm is always the answer for me. And that one tastes so good. I can't even remember off the top of my head the flavor of it, but it's so good. Yeah,
they're all so good. So if you were looking for a sign to try Trumi, I mean, there really is a gummy for anything that you're looking for everything in your life. So yeah, we love this brand so much. But main segment today, we just wanted to give you a list of 5 easy things that you can incorporate into your day that will make such a huge difference in your life. And they're all super attainable. Like, it's not anything drastic. It's something small. You just have to make the time. And we're going to go through all of them. So number 1, ice bath in the morning or ice roll to start your day. I've never done an ice bath.
Okay, I'm such an ice bath girl, and I think tomato again. Like, if you love the ice roller, you guys know I'm like sadly convinced that the ice roller breaks me out for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Very sad for me. But either or, I just think starting your day, like taking care of yourself, waking you up, and it's so good for like your redness and your skin, puffiness, acne, like everything. I don't know. I just love the feeling of starting my day that way. And I'm always so energized after.
Yeah, it really wakes me up. And I feel like when I have the time to just sit and ice roll for a minute or so, it doesn't even have to be a long time. It really, I think I've said this before, it makes me feel put together. It makes me feel like, okay, now I can start my day. I've like totally woken myself up.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I like to like drain the puffiness completely out.
Yeah, it's just a good way to like start your day. I feel like from there it triggers you into being like productive, like having your supplements or making a good breakfast or going on a walk or whatever the case may be. And if you're anything like me, my esthetician that I found down here told me how great ice is if you have like redness or scarring. And she was like, just rub ice cubes on like anytime you feel a pimple coming on or like any part of your face that's red. And so I do the ice bath, and then at the end I take an ice cube, or, you know, if you ice roll like Riley, and then I just like rub it on like my cheek areas for like 30 seconds each. And so I feel like I'm doing something for my skin, but also it's like waking me up. And they say it's so good for like your circulation or, you know, your puffiness or whatever it may be.
Ice is so, and like coldness on your face is so powerful.
I know it is. So highly recommend. You can get an ice roller, or you can just throw some ice and water in a bowl and call it a day.
Easy. So easy. And it takes like 5 minutes or less. Okay. Number 2, planning your day / doing a brain dump. I mean, I think this is so on brand for us. We are in love with lists and like getting things out of our head and onto paper. And I feel like that helps me feel so much more organized. It's like everything isn't like just up in my head confusing anymore.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like if you're out and about or you're doing something, and our brains just tend to think of a million things that we have to get done. And so if you just have a place where you can just dump it all out, and then from there, not overwhelm yourself, but then from there, like write what you have to do every day, whether that's your work and your workout and making dinner, and then maybe throw 2 things from your brain dump that you want to get done and do that on Monday, and then cross it off. Nothing better than crossing it off your to-do list. But yeah, to Riley's point, I think it just clears your brain and like lets you take a deep breath and not be so overwhelmed. I feel like I think of a million things I have to do or haven't gotten done. I'm like, I'm never going to have time to get all this done. And I think sometimes I used to try and do it all on Monday, where it's like, no, if I just do a couple things every day, I'll feel great by the weekend.
Yeah. Also, planning your day, especially when you have somewhere to be or something to do or a goal to reach, I feel like even trying to time block as best you can and work backwards from the time you have to leave your house. Okay, so what time do I have to start getting ready? And what time do I need to, I don't know, work out? Or it's just so helpful rather than just waking up and free falling and like just hoping it works out.
Yes, absolutely. And when you have structures to your day, it just helps you, again, feel more put together. And I think sometimes I even overestimate how long something will take. And then I'm like, ooh, I have extra time. Like I can be on my phone for 15 minutes, or I can sit here and get something else done on my list. I don't know. It's just a good feeling. You feel like on top of your shit.
Yeah. No, sometimes I purposely make something last longer so I can like have a little time for myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, whenever you're planning your day, do you write it in your notes app or like how do you do it?
Yeah. My notes app.
Same.
But I usually do our notes app is a scary place. I usually, not always, but I do find brain dumps more therapeutic and helpful on paper though.
Me too. Isn't that funny?
It is funny because then I'll look at that and then, you know, on the day to day, usually before I go to bed or when I end my work day, I write my plan for the next day.
Yeah.
Funny.
I feel like either way though, whether you write or whether you type it in your notes app, it's going to be helpful regardless. And again, another thing that takes probably less than 3 minutes and it can help you stay organized and get your thoughts onto paper and just be less anxious about all the things you have to do. super easy. Just take the time.
Yeah. That's a huge one. That might be my number one if I had to pick one of these 5.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay.
I need to remember the other 3
I know. I'm going to go through all of them and then pick. Okay, number 3, 5 deep breaths when you're anxious to reset. I don't think I do this, and I think I should.
So I feel like I started doing this, and again, this could be a walk, but sometimes we don't have the ability to like go on a walk. You know, Riley and I praise going on walks when we're feeling like anxious or overwhelmed or just in a funk. So I think that goes hand in hand. I would obviously say like getting outside and going on a walk trumps so many of our emotions, don't you think?
Mm-hmm, totally.
But sometimes you're stuck having to get your stuff done, like you're stuck on your plan, or a lot of you guys have to be in like a 9-to-5 setting. And I feel like I've just learned, if you just like, okay, you feel like you're losing it a little bit, or you're just feeling like really anxious or overwhelmed, you don't have to like put on any music, but my Aura Ring has like guided like 2 or 3 minute, like just 5 deep breaths. And I just like started doing it, and it just totally like resets you and just kind of like calms you down, and it doesn't like spiral into the rest of your day. Cause there's nothing worse than when you let something overwhelm you and then you feel like your whole day is off.
Literally nothing worse. And I feel like taking that time to take your deep breaths and actually reset, it makes you realize like, okay, it actually wasn't that bad. Like, I don't have anything to be that anxious about. Like, it's all going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't take that time to like reset, it's exactly what you said. It'll spiral into your next conversation or your next part of your day. So I'm going to start doing that.
And it's 5 deep breaths. It's literally 30 to 60 seconds of your day. And like really take your time on them. But it has made a big difference for me. And I think that can make a big difference for all of us because it just can really reset. So your day is not a waste.
Totally. Okay. Number 4, making time for body movement before your day starts or during your day. So I have to say, I was so bad about getting my workouts in after work. Like, I would either half-ass it because I have a million other things to do and like I'm tired after working. I don't feel like working out.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would just skip it completely because I'd be like, oh, I have to run here. I have to do this. I have to get all this done. And my workout was like falling to the wayside. So I've been getting up like 30 to 45 minutes earlier and just getting a really quick workout in at the very beginning of my day. The very first thing I do, it's always like around 30 minutes, but like that time, I have nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so early. No one else is awake yet. So my time is devoted to that quick workout and it makes me feel so much better. So my biggest issue was just like, I needed to wake up earlier to get that in. And it's like, I'm motivated to do it because I feel so much better after.
And I think that's amazing because obviously some people love working out at night or at their lunch break, and like there's nothing wrong with that. We're just saying at some point in the day, but there is something to be said about doing it first thing in the morning before things can go wrong or encompass you, and before you know it, it's too late or you're too busy or things are falling behind and you don't get that movement in at all. And to Riley's point, like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, even 15 minutes, like that is better than just skipping it for the day. Obviously rest is important as well, but a walk, a little workout, going to your favorite workout class, it's not even about the physical aspect. I think it's just about like how you feel after. It feels so good to do it in the morning. And it just makes your day like just feel so much more on track. Yeah.
I always feel like even when I start work, I'm like more alert and I'm more productive in the morning rather than waking up earlier to the time or later to the time that I'm starting work. It's like I would sit at my computer and be like still waking up. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like it will domino so many aspects of your day. Even if you just like wake up and stretch or go on a quick walk, it's amazing. And again, another super easy thing, just wake up a little bit earlier. And once you do it a couple of times, like it's not even hard to wake up earlier. You actually want to.
Yes, because of how you feel after. Like do it for how you feel after. I promise it is always, always worth it. And to Riley's point, getting outside in the morning too, if you have the ability or the time, that makes such a difference too. Like going on a walk or just being outside and like feeling the sunlight, that makes such a huge difference for me and like wakes me up where I'm not like as reliant on needing caffeine to wake me up.
Yeah. I actually love being outside like super early. I don't know, something about it. It's like, it's quiet. No one's really up yet.
It's the best feeling.
Yeah, it is. I always do it because I let Truly out and it's like very calming and peaceful.
It is. I do love myself a good morning.
Would you say you're a morning person or a night person?
I don't know. I really like both, but I'd say I like the feeling of the beginning of the day just so much, but I'm not like in love with waking up early.
Yeah.
What do you say?
But you like the way you feel I'm the same way. Like, I wish I could just like wake up at 5 a.m. with no alarm and have so much time in the morning, but
yeah.
I kind of have to force myself to wake up early, but I never regret it.
No, I never regret it. And every time I do wake up earlier, I'm like, oh, that wasn't that bad. I'm going to do this every day.
Yeah. And then
I don't, but
the next day comes and you're like, snooze it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, movement at some point or, stretching, whatever it may be, makes a huge difference. And what do we have for 5?
Number 5, less screen time and mindless scrolling before bed. I've been really trying to not go on Instagram like before bed or like even an hour before bed, just because it helps me unwind, and even TikTok too.
I know.
But I am bad about sometimes we watch TV before bed.
I know. I know TV, I know it's just as bad, but for me, sometimes like watching a show or a movie or a game or something doesn't feel the same as like consuming like all this like quick content of other people's lives, because I'm not like comparing myself to them. Like it's kind of like a mindless watch. I'm not saying it's good, but I would pick that over being on my phone. This is a habit that Ryan and I are definitely like trying to curb. It's so hard because like it's so fun like watching the videos you send each other on TikTok. Or just like, it's so crazy. You just don't even realize that you're swiping on your phone and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? So I've been trying to break this habit as well. And I just love just being in my own life and like deconnecting from the world. Like it's so healthy to do that. So I'm a big fan of this, but just calling myself out that I'm not perfect in this area.
No, that's okay. And I also feel like putting my phone on Do Not Disturb helps a lot, because all it takes is for one notification to come through and then you open Instagram and then it's like a rabbit hole from there. Yeah. So I also have been utilizing the Do Not Disturb feature so that my phone's not like going off, and it'll still be there in the morning. I'll look at it later.
Yeah. No, that's great. Yeah, I need to I use Do Not Disturb sometimes, but I need to be better at it, because you're right. It can so quickly just, you don't even realize when you're on social media.
Yeah, it's crazy. So now that we've gone through all 5 things, what would you say is what did we say, favorite? Like,
or just like most impactful? I really do feel like the brain dump / planning your day, like just makes a huge difference. Like when in doubt, even if you're traveling or feel off, I don't know, just something about it like calms me for like a type A girl who can get kind of overwhelmed easily.
Oh, I totally agree with that. But to say something different for me, I would say the morning movement / working out / getting up just a little bit earlier to start your day on that note. Yeah. It completely has changed like so many things for me.
Yeah. So I think this is a great practical list, and it's things that we can all do that doesn't make a huge difference, or doesn't make like, it's not a huge difference in like, it's not overwhelming to implement them. I don't know how to say that correctly.
No, it's not a huge change in your life. It's like very small, minor things that don't take long, but the impact of these small things will be huge on your life and your daily routine and your relationships and the way you feel. So yeah.
I'm inspired.
Yes, me too. Well, we have some really great Girls Room submissions today, but before we get into Girls Room, I do want to let you guys know that this episode is also brought to you by Armra. As you guys know, as we just talked about, we are completely obsessed with a good morning routine. Adding colostrum into our morning regimen has been an absolute game changer for us. Armra colostrum strengthens immunity, ignites metabolism, fortifies gut health, promotes hair growth and skin radiance, and powers fitness, performance, and recovery. We've worked out a special offer offer for the Do Crew. Receive 15% off of your first Armor order. Go to tryarmor.com/do15 or enter do15 to get 15% off of your first order. That's tryarmra.com/dou15. And as Rose mentioned at the beginning, you have Armor in your drink tonight.
I do. So yeah, if you guys want to make this recipe, you'll have to grab the unflavored. I mean, you could get the flavored one. Acai would be actually amazing in this. I actually am going to grab the peach one because I heard it's selling out soon. So if you guys have had your eyes on the peach persimmon, I've heard the best reviews from people that have tried it. And I just want to have it because I'm such a girl who just loves like something to romanticize my water intake. So I'm definitely going to grab that this month. So if you guys want to twin with me, I would grab the peach one before it's gone.
I'm going to grab it too. Perfect.
Yay.
Well, first girls' room submission. Let's go.
Okay.
We recently broke up. How long is no contact, and how do you know when you want to reach out, or should you wait for the guy? Did either of you go through this, and how did you do it? I'm sad for you because a breakup is like the worst thing ever. You feel like your life will never go on and like everything's so different. But I also feel like, as far as a timestamp, I'm not sure how long no contact is, but the more you just like push yourself to talk to your friends when you're craving contact with that person, or maybe unfollow them, it's just like time heals you and you won't even want to contact them when a certain time comes.
Yeah, I would say just like being honest. I think if you're like asking when is the right or wrong time for no contact, that just means that like you just need to keep healing, because when you grow and heal, like you will learn like how much healthier it is to just not like, it's really hard to communicate with someone that you have so much history with. Like it's just hard to fully move on. So I think no contact, like for the foreseeable future, like until you feel fully healed, because by the time you're fully healed, you probably won't even want to talk to them, to Riley's point. But yeah, I think even if like you're having all these feelings of like things you want to say to them, like even just write it in your notes or like on paper, and just like sometimes just getting it out of your brain is all you need. Or to Riley's point, call up your best friend. Like that's what your friends are there for. But yeah, if you're seeing them on social media or whatever, like pictures on your phone, as hard as it is, I'd say like block, delete, because that just can hinder your healing process.
Totally. And like maybe go on a walk without your phone, really just like clear the air in your head. And when you get back from your walk, maybe you'll be like, okay, thank goodness I didn't like text him or reach out, because why would I do that?
Yeah. And I will say too, like think about the great things in your life, because sometimes when you're missing like the one person, or like you're so sad about the one thing that isn't going right in your life, you forget like how many great things you do have. And so maybe it can like inspire you to go like find your love for cooking, or do things more with your girlfriends or whatever. Like there's so many pros and like beautiful blessings in your life. So maybe just write those down to remind yourself of how blessed you are, and focus on things that you've been wanting to do for yourself, and like go do them and like fill your time with that kind of stuff.
Couldn't agree more. That was a great answer.
Thanks.
You could also just message us when you feel like messaging him.
Yeah, you can pretend for you. You can rewrite like our name to his name and just like DM bomb us, and we'll just be like, oh, here she's healing.
Let it out, girl. Okay, second submission. My husband and I are currently house hunting. We already have a house we like with a good interest rate. We are currently looking because we are planning on extending our family, in which we already have a 2-year-old little girl and would love to give her a sibling really soon. In the house we have now, the bedrooms are so small. The problem is the interest rates are crazy and would cause our mortgages to almost double, but we have found a house we love. So my question is this: do I go for my dream house where I feel comfortable growing my family and it being my forever home, which would mean not having my extras such as nails, coffee runs, eating out until I'm out of school, which isn't exactly a year? Or do I deal with the small bedrooms until the interest rates are more reasonable? Sorry, this is long, but it's a huge decision. Okay. We've been paying attention to interest rates a lot, and I don't know how true this is, but I do hear they're going to be going down in September. So my gut tells you to wait it out, and it will, like if you're having hesitations, it's not the right time. Like I feel like when it's the right time, it will feel right. And if right now is not the right time, then that means that there's another house that's even better for you in the future.
This is hard.
It's crazy how much an interest rate affects your monthly payment. Like, it actually is so annoying. I was actually saying to Cade, I was like, who controls the interest rates? And like, can't he just lower them? Like, I didn't realize there's so much that goes into why interest rates are so bad right now. It's just crazy. Sorry, ran over.
No. Yeah. Don't get me started, please. Please. I don't want to end the episode on a bad note because it's so infuriating, just because our first house was like, for both of us, was such a like blessing. And that's just like an anomaly to what we'll probably never get to unfortunately see again in our lifetime. I think, I don't know. I don't know where I stand here because I'm torn, because I don't think that there's like perfect timing necessarily, but like this house could go, and like, is that really going to upset you if the house leaves? Because you have to like decide what matters most to you. Like, to me, a short-term sacrifice, and this is me, like what matters most to me in life is having like a beautiful home that's safe and like a sanctuary and a place that I feel like I could grow my family. But some people that doesn't matter to them as much. And I would take sacrificing for a year because, again, even if you did sign, you could always renegotiate your rates down, or what is it, refinance. But if you're not like fully convinced that it's like the house for you, to Riley's point, like if you are having like even doubts a little bit, but maybe it's just because it's a huge decision, like for Ryan and I, like, you know, we didn't have the choice to wait because we're kind of like not forced into the move, but like it kind of came at a place where it was like, well, we have to find a house. So we couldn't kind of have that opportunity to be like, should we or shouldn't we, because of the interest rates. It was kind of just like, well, this is the timing of our life, and it just kind of is what it is. I didn't really give advice. I don't know.
No, you did.
I don't know.
It's really hard. Another thing that could be very helpful to you is making a pros and cons list.
Yeah.
And this goes with what we were just saying, like write everything down, read it, look it over with your family, and really just like, I think either way, you're going to have a nice house. You're going to, you know, be able to have a family. So you can't lose either way. But yeah, I feel you. It's crazy right now.
It is. And I think the pros and cons list is a perfect thing because I'm like kind of curious, like how long have they been looking for a new house? Like, have you seen anything else that has potential? And like maybe she had an incredible interest rate on her last home, and like that's why this house is double the mortgage. That's just kind of like every house now is probably double for anyone that bought a house around COVID, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I want to know what you do.
Yeah, let us know. Write an update when you decide. And either way, we're supporting you. Okay, last one. Hi, girls. I'm due with my first baby this October, and I'm having a boy. Help me decide on a name. I'm between Julian and Porter, and the middle name will be Dean. Help. What do you like best? This is so fun.
Wait, I love this. Okay, Julian or Porter?
Yes, middle name Dean.
I'm saying Porter.
I'm team Porter too.
Oh, good. Okay.
I think it's so different. It's really classic. It will never go out of style. But what would his nickname be?
I was thinking that too.
But Porter is like,
it's just so strong.
So cute.
I love that name. And Porter Dean sounds so great.
I want to know what the last name is too.
Me too. I'm team Porter.
Team Porter all the way. Julian is a great name too, but just something about Porter I love.
I like that name. Porter.
Same.
That's cute. And I think it's a great name throughout all stages of life.
Right. I know. It is funny thinking about names now, how they're so unique and like cute for a baby, but then you think of them as like an adult. It's like, wait.
No, you do have to think about that because there are so many cute names that are like darling for up until they're like 8, 9, you know?
Yeah. I know.
Porter. Love it.
Love it. And congratulations on your first baby. That's so exciting.
It's a little fall baby.
Ugh, best time of year.
It's like Riley's dream.
It's my dream.
She'll name him Pumpkin Swirl.
Yes, that'll be my first baby's name.
And second will be Breakfast.
I can't forget about breakfast, my OG. Well, I think that concludes our happy hour. Thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, share, and leave us a review.
Yes, we love you guys so much. And I'm going to leave us with a cheers and toast to just implementing these 5 habits. And hopefully it positively impacts your day-to-day life and helps you crush the last part of this year. So we love you guys, and we will see you same time, same place next week for our 50th episode. Woo! Woo!
50!
That's a big one.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.